Hello everyone. Today I am going to speak on a company who has been recognized as second largest restaurant chain in the world. So this is none other than the Burger King. So Burger King has been recognized as the second largest retail and restaurant chain in the world with 17,000 outlets across the world, and even during the pandemic it has been one of the profitable company with approximately of 800 billions. Now many people know that Burger King has recognized as the second largest restaurant chain, but very few people know that in 2007 Burger King was a mess. Even when they have changed 13 CEOs in 3 decades, their share price has been drastically reduced to 30% and profit has been cut down to 10 to 15%. Now, a magical thing happened when 3G Capital took over the Burger King, and they have appointed Daniel Shevert as their CEO. But the miracle here is Daniel Shevert doesn't know anything about restaurant chain, as he was more into the financial sectors. But in 2012, again, the share price of Burger King started increasing exponentially. Now, what is the thing that the Daniel has done, and what is the marketing strategy he has implemented to bring back the glory of the Burger King? Now, it is very simple. He has just started working with the employees at the lower management and started to understand their basic operations. In this scenario, he started trying to learn from making a burger to cleaning the bathrooms. Now, in this journey, he has identified several problems. Now, let's look into the problems and what are those. The first problem is the menu was cluttered and there was no signature dish for Burger King. So, this means when the citizens were ordering burger, they saw the menu was very cluttered with lot of items, and unfortunately they don't have any signature dish for the Burger King. So the second one is, even though the burgers were adding value, but it was very difficult to prepare the dish, as there was lot of clutter in terms of the ingredients, which has reduced the efficiencies and accuracy of the chefs. And third one is, since due to difficult to prepare and lack of accuracy, it has increased their lead times. So these were some of the problems that the CEO has been identified. Now what he did? Now what he did was, he has introduced a signature dish called Whoopers. By introducing this signature dish, it was very much popular in social media platforms. It was considered as a signature dish whenever they are branding themselves, and this has drastically reduced the lead times, and surprisingly it has streamlined the supply chain inventory of the company, and Whoopers were giving them 80% of profit. Now I'll ask you a question. Can you tell me other burgers name other than Whoopers in the Burger King? Now it is a very hard time you to remember this. So this was a catchy point for them to capture the market and bring back the glory. So by introducing Whoopers, the glory of the Burger King was slowly increasing and it was coming back to base. And the Shevert did not stop here. He has gone and deep dived into the office supplies and many more. So he has identified that there were unnecessary costs that has been incurred from the last years, and he also ordered the employees to use Skype instead of flights for their meetings. So this has drastically reduced the cost. And now coming to the picture, the second part here is, even in the marketing and advertisement they have spent very little amount, thus gaining the market share. So how they did this? Now the Daniel Shevert has implemented a small psychology trick which is based on human psychology. This is nothing but conflict breeds attention. So now what is conflict breeds attention? So in simple terms and words, if I say why Bigg Boss is famous, this is because conflicts breeds attention. Why some anchors bully their guests in prime time? Because conflicts breeds attention. This simple psychology has implemented on his rival, which is none other than McDonald's. He was purposely bullying the McDonald's, which has started the conflict, then leads to the breeds, which started attention. So people were speaking more about the marketing war between these two things, and thus hundreds and thousands of blogs has been coming out where people like you and me started retweeting the posts in all other social media platforms. Thus, they started gaining the attention of the Burger King towards the market, and people started first talking about this war and then started buying food from the Burger King. Now, as a result, this has increased their profit by 80%, which further has made them to a market leader by bringing back the glory of the Burger King. Now, here one more thing is, since people were talking about the marketing war between the Burger King and the McDonald's that were happening, and people again started rethinking about the Burger King, and since the Whopper was one of the signature dish which was giving more profits, and this is what we also call as snowball effect. Due to this snowball effect, which is nothing but people started taking attention towards the Burger King, and thus automatically the Burger King has increased their market share. Now this snowball effect has been created the brand value of Burger King again, and they have been into profits and gaining the market and bringing back the glory. Now the lesson what we need to learn from this Burger King marketing strategy is, even if you are the CEO of the company, try to understand the basics of the company. So try to work with the utmost level and try to capture the things and start micromanagement at each and every point, and thus you will identify what are your loopholes and try to overcome it and become the market leader. Thank you very much.